Hello guys, Kenshi here. This is the follow-up video of the Rappel tips and tricks that I made last week. Today I will be covering some more guides about this crosshair dead zone that we discussed in the last video. If you don't know about this dead zone yet, I recommend you check out the last video I made about this. I will link it in the description below. I will try to keep this video short. I felt like the last video was a little too long. First, I want to show you this dead zone overlap here on Oregon. If you were to rappel up here by the kids' dorm window, the typical peeks from the enemies are going to be from the attic here, out of the dining room, and then out from the tower there, which I have to get up on top of the roof to show you, because I actually can't move my crosshair at it when rappelled. Doesn't matter which stance I use. I'm talking about from this window here, or maybe out from that door over there. It's kind of a long way, but I've seen people do it. As you can see here, doesn't matter what I do, I just cannot move my crosshair to where I want it to be. It would force me to get on top of the roof to be able to shoot back here or here. And this is the dead zone overlap I was talking about. This is my coverage at this spot when rappelling. Can move about here, on this side over here. If I go upright, obviously can't really shoot facing that way, so I can only get about here. On this particular map, on this spot, if you were to rappel here, you can't cover this area. This entire compound is like an L shape. If you were to rappel over there, you're looking almost directly behind you. So what should we do then, you might ask, to counter the tower peaks or runouts? What you should do here is either drone out the area or have your teammates cover this area. These methods will always work for all the peaks and runouts on all the maps. The change stance that we discussed in the last video is that if you were by yourself, what you could do is actively changing the stance to change the crosshair dead zone. Then you can fire back at them. Although, as I showed you here on this spot, you're gonna have to rely on the droning and the teammates for tower. Now the second trick I want to show you. I've had teammates when they're using a shield operator and they know there's a frost mat underneath the window here. They're afraid that when they jump in, their pistols can't take out the frost mat before they get caught. I personally don't play much shield operators. I haven't had this issue of jumping in and just shooting out the frost mat with your pistol. But if you are worried about it and you have a rappel option, for example in this situation, what you can do is go up, rappel upside down, and you can see the frost mats. You can just shoot it out. This works for all the operators if you want to check on the frost mats. Now if you don't have a rappel option, you're gonna just have to drone it out or have your teammates shoot out the frost mats for you if you're really worried about it as a shield operator. And one more little thing I want to show you. If you were to go prone, your movement is also a little restricted. You might not be able to see it as well on the video. It feels like about 45 degrees, I would say. Maybe a little less. But if you want to turn more than, let's say, about 45 degrees when you're prone, there's a slight delay on your crosshair. Instead of just free movement when you're crouched or standing. Especially when you're trying to turn all the way around, it could take pretty long. For me, it's about one more swipe on the mouse mat. And also, there is a dead zone when prone, of course. You can look almost 90 degrees up. It shouldn't really affect you in most situations. If you want to be a little dirty and prone under the window and try to shoot people rappelling down, let's say maybe on tower or some other maps, you can do it without the dead zone having any effect on you. Just want you guys to know this little movement restriction when prone. Before I finish the video here, since we just had the free weekend here in Rainbow Six Siege, I know a good amount of new players have joined. I've had a few of my friends buying this game as a new player, and I hope that you guys have invited some friends and family to come and play this game as well. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I just hope that more and more new players can come join this awesome community and spend some great time together in this game. If you know anyone that's new to the game, feel free to let them know about the tutorials that I've made. These are the things that I've struggled with as a new player. So I made these videos to try to help the new players so that they wouldn't get frustratingly killed and can know how to counter them when it does happen. I hope you guys all learned something from this video. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe for more upcoming content. Come to my stream and follow me on my social media. The links will be in the description below. Thank you guys very much for watching. It's been Kenshi here, and I will see you in the next video.